शुरू शो सही था।
यस सर स्टार्ट शुदा नहीं।
देखिए
I'll say the start.
हमारे पास एक सेट है। क्वेश्चन नंबर 11, एक सेट है वी कंटेन्स ऑर्डर ट्रिपल्स x y z are real numbers and they belongs to we need to show that this set whether to check whether this set under the operations x y z plus x prime y prime z prime. Now this operation is defined as, this is a special plus which is defined as that when we commute these two elements, we will get x prime means the first component of the second member, comma, y plus y prime, comma, z prime, the third component of the second component. So this is the operation which is defined in this book, that the sum of this plus this will be equal to the first the third component of the second member and the sum of the second component and the second member. This is the operation which is defined here, and the multiplication is defined as c dot x y z, which is the same as we do in case of order triples. It is defined as cx, cy, and caz. So for a vector space, we need to verify all the properties, condition number alpha, condition A, B, C, D. Condition A is the commutative property. Condition alpha is the closure property. Condition B is the associative property. Condition C is the additive identity. Condition D is the additive inverse. Then condition beta is the scalar multiple property. Condition E is the distributive property, left distributive property for one scalar and two elements of V. Condition F is the right distributive property for one vector and two scalars C and D. And then condition G is that if we have two real numbers C and D and we multiply it with U, that C dot U must be equal to C D into U. And condition H is that for 1, which is a real number, 1 dot U must be equal to U. So we need to check all the properties if V is a vector space. But here they have asked that to verify whether it is a vector space or not. So here we see that first we have to start from the conditions with respect to this operation plus. So V contains order triples and all the components of that order triple must be real numbers. So here we see that XYZ is the first order triple and X prime Y prime Z prime is the second order triple. When we add them, we get X prime Y plus Y prime and Z prime. X prime is real number, Y is real and Y prime is real, so their sum is real. Also Z prime is real, so this order triple contains all real numbers, so it belongs to V, and this is the closure property. Next we have to verify condition A. Condition A is that U plus V must be equal to V plus U, that this set must be commutative with respect to this operation. So here we can see that plus U, if this is U plus V, U plus V is equal to this is U and this is V, then U plus V is equal to this, but V plus U is V plus V is equal to X prime Y prime Z prime plus X Y and Z. and this will be equal to, देखिए यहाँ पर ऑपरेशन किस तरह डिफाइंड हुआ है कि देयर सम विल बी द फर्स्ट कंपोनेंट ऑफ द सेकंड मेंबर, then the sum of the second component of both members, and then the third component of the second member. So here the second member is this one, so we will get the first component of the second member, then the sum of the second components of both the members, so y prime plus y, and the third component of the second member is z. So we see that this equation number 1 is not equal to equation number 2. Equation number 1 is not equal to equation number 2. So it is not commutative. This means that the first property is not satisfied. So V is not a vector space. ये vector space नहीं है. सही. ये दूसरी प्रॉपर्टी को इसको चेक करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि पहला ही कंडीशन फेल हो गया, तो इस वजह से ये जो है ना ये वेक्टर स्पेस नहीं बनाता. सही.
Yes, sir.
Okay, question number 12. Question number 12 is that the set of all order triples of real numbers x, y, z with operations x, y, z plus x prime, y prime, z prime is equal to this. देखिए ये बिल्कुल यूजुअली डिफाइंड हुआ है, जिस तरह x, y, z and x prime, y prime, z prime, they are defined in usual manner. So there will be no issue to verify the properties with respect to plus. ये सारी conditions को satisfy करेगा. There is no issue. Now here we have to verify the properties with respect to dot. So as we know that x, y and z are real numbers, so their scalar multiple is x, 1 and z. X is a real number, 1 is a real number, and z is a real number, so it belongs to that set. So this means that the set is closed with respect to scalar multiplication. Now we have to verify the property E. The property E is that C dot U plus V is equal to C dot U plus C dot V. This is property E. We need to verify these properties. Now here U plus V, if U is x1
हो रहा है
जी ये आप लोगों का नहीं, बाकी स्टूडेंट्स को आवाज सही आ रही है मेरी?
सही, बिल्कुल सही आ रही है सर, बिल्कुल सही है, साफ है.
तो ये उनका मसला है फिर.
अलग करने
अच्छा.
सामना का अलग करना पतिए दीजिए मैं की
If we have two elements U, x, y, z and V, x prime, y prime, z prime, then ये आप अपना माइक ऑफ कर दें.
ओके अच्छा जी क्लास लेकर जो
नवंगीन माइक ऑफ कर दे अपना. Then C dot U plus V must be equal to C dot U is XYZ plus V is X prime Y prime and Z prime. And this is equal to C dot, it will be equal to X plus X prime Y plus Y prime and Z plus Z prime. And by definition, the scalar product will be equal to C dot XYZ will be equal to X1 and Z. So we will get, when we multiply the product of C with this, we will get X, the first component. So we will get X plus X prime. The second component will become 1 according to definition. And the third component will be Z plus Z prime. So this is C dot U plus V. Now we take C dot U. C dot U is, it will be equal to X, 1 and Z. And C dot V is, this is equal to X prime, 1 and Z prime by definition. Then C dot U plus C dot V must be equal to X plus X prime. जी जी
सर ये आपने 1 कैसे लिखा है?
वन बुक में डिफाइंड हुआ है ना कि आपने अगर सी को मल्टीप्लाई करना है XYZ के साथ, तो दिस ऑपरेशन विल बी व्हेन वी मल्टीप्लाई सी विद XYZ वी विल गेट X1 एंड Z. ये डिफाइंड हो चुका है इस तरह, ये आपको दिया जाएगा कि द ऑपरेशन. तो C dot U plus C dot V will be X plus X prime, 1 plus 1 will be 2 and Z plus Z prime.
ओके सर.
तो अब आप देखिए यहाँ पर है x plus x prime 1 and z plus z prime, यहाँ पर है x plus x prime 2 and z plus z prime. So they are not equal. This means that this condition is not satisfied. So question number 12 is also not a vector space. ये भी vector space नहीं है, ठीक है?
यस सर.
Question number 13 is okay. There is no issue. It is a vector space, and you can show that it is a vector space. All properties of vector space will be satisfied. Question number 14 is the set of all real numbers with usual operation. Usual matlab with simple addition and multiplication. So we know that the set of real numbers is closed with respect to addition. Number and 2 is a real number. Then 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 is a real number. Also there is 0, which is the identity element. Also for each real number, for example, for 1 there is -1, which is the additive inverse. The commutative property and the associative property holds in this set, the set of real numbers, so it is a vector space. So there is no issue to show that question number 14, the set of real number, it is a vector space. Question number 15, here it is given that the set of all order pairs of real numbers xy real numbers hai, where x is negative, less than or equal to 0 with usual operations in R square. We need to check whether this is a vector space or not. So it is not a vector space because question number 15. In question number 15, we have this R square, and these are the elements of R square. We are considering a subset of R square which contains all the elements of the form xy, such that its abscissa is less than or equal to 0. So it will satisfy all the properties with respect to addition. But if you see that this property C dot U will not belongs to this set V, which is a subset of R square. C dot 2 will not, because if we have U is equal to xy and x is negative, then C dot U, for example, if we take C is equal to -1, if we take instead of C -1, for example, C is -1 and U is xy, then it will become -x minus y. So this now, if x is less than or equal to 0, minus x will be greater than 0. So will it belongs to V? V में सारे इस तरह की एलिमेंट्स हैं जिनका फर्स्ट कंपोनेंट हमेशा क्या होगा, लेस देन और इक्वल टू 0 होगा. सो नाउ अब इसका ये जो फर्स्ट कंपोनेंट है, इट इज ग्रेटर देन 0. सो दिस डज नॉट बिलोंग्स टू V, ये V को बिलोंग नहीं करता. सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 15 इज नॉट अ वेक्टर स्पेस, ये वेक्टर स्पेस नहीं बनाता. सही?
Yes, sir.
Question number 16 is simple. देखिए xy plus x prime y prime is equal to x plus x prime y plus y prime. Usual addition है. So with respect to addition, all the properties will be satisfied. And here c dot xy is equal to 0 0. So it will also satisfy all the properties with respect to multiplication. आप verify कर सकते हैं. तो ये भी vector space बनाता है. Question number 16 vector space बनाता है. Question number 17. Question number 17, V is the set of real numbers. Question number 17. Set of real numbers, ठीक है, such that U plus V is defined as UV and C dot U is defined as U power C. We need to check whether this set is a vector space or not. देखिए यहाँ पर ये जो ऑपरेशन है प्लस, इसको ऑर्डिनरी मल्टीप्लिकेशन से रिप्लेस किया गया है और C dot U जो है ना, ये U के पावर में चला गया है. तो we have to verify all the properties of a vector space. So first, U is a real number, also V is a real number. So their sum U plus V is equal to U into V. If U is a real number and V into real number, then their product is also a real number, so they belongs to V. So the first condition is satisfied. Alpha, condition number alpha is satisfied. Next is condition number A, which means that U plus V must be equal to V plus U. So U plus V is UV and V plus U is VU. By definition, UV are real numbers, so UV are commutative. So this means that U plus V is equal to VU, so condition A is satisfied. Next is condition B. Condition B is that U plus V, associative property, V plus W must be equal to U plus V plus W. So now U plus V plus W, from here U plus, by definition, V plus W will be equal to VW And now u plus vw will be equal to u into vw. And here, from here, u plus v will be equal to uv and plus w. And by definition, uv plus w will be equal to uv into w. So the associative property is satisfied. Next is the identity property. We know that if u is the identity, then for any vector v, u plus v must be equal to v if u is the identity. So let u is the identity, then u plus v must be equal to v, and by definition u plus v is equal to uv. So uv is equal to v. This is condition number C. uv is equal to v, and when we cancel v, we get u is equal to 1. So this means that 1 is the identity element, because here the operation is multiplication, and we know that for multiplication 1 is the identity element. So condition number C is satisfied. Next, we know that if u is any element of the vector space, then v will be its inverse if u plus v is equal to the identity, and identity is 1, then by definition u plus v is equal to uv, and is 1. So v is equal to 1 over u. This means that if v is the element of vector space v, then 1 over u is its inverse. Or we can say that for each u, 1 over u is its inverse, and we know that in real number the reciprocal of each number is its inverse. देखिए जब u और 1 और u को आप मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो क्या आता है, 1 आता है ना. So this means that for each vector v, if u is its inverse, then the inverse will be 1 over v or 1 over u. If u is its inverse, then we can write it u is equal to 1 over v. So for v, if v is any element and u is its inverse, then u plus v is equal to 1, yeah, u is equal to 1 over v. U is the inverse of v. This means that 1 over v is the inverse of v. So all the properties with respect to this operation plus are satisfied. Now we have to verify the properties with respect to dot. Now we have to verify the properties with respect to dot. The condition number beta. That if c is a real number and u is a member of v, then c dot u is equal to u power c. So u power c, if u is a real number and c is some scalar, then u power c is a scalar. So is a real. This means that condition beta is satisfied. The remaining property E, F, and G, H. Property E is C dot U plus V must be equal to C dot U plus C dot V. Now C dot U plus V is equal to U plus V is UV. U plus V is UV. UV and C dot U is UV power C. And here C dot U is U power C. And C dot V is V power C. U power C plus V power C. This is equal to U power C
V power C.
and V power C. So we know that in real numbers U V power C is equal to U power C V power C. So it is satisfied. Clear है ना?
Yes, sir.
This condition is satisfied. Next is the C plus D dot U. Property F. This must be equal to C dot U plus D dot U. So C plus D dot U must be equal to U power C plus D. and this is equal to, this will be u power c plus u power d, and by definition u plus v is equal to u v. So u
C plus D.
u power c into u power d, and this is equal to u power c plus d. So this satisfies, this property is also satisfied. Next, you can satisfy property G and also property H. So this means that question number 17 is a vector space. Question number 18 is not a vector space. ये
सर u power c और u power d
क्या
को
समझ-
थोड़ा रिपीट सर सेकंड लास्ट वन लाइन
ये वाला
यस यस सर
ये वाला देखिए,
Yes,
ये
yes, sir.
यहाँ पर इस वेक्टर स्पेस में ऑपरेशन, वेक्टर स्पेस में ऑपरेशन किस तरह डिफाइंड हुआ है कि u प्लस v इज इक्वल टू uv, इस तरह डिफाइंड हुआ है ना. So u power c plus u power d will be equal to u power c into u power d, because plus is replaced by dot, plus is replaced by
ओके
dot.
ओके सर
Now base is same, we can add the powers.
यस सर
It is a vector space. It is a vector space. Next question number 18. Question number 18 is u plus v is equal to, so is it a vector space? It is not a vector space because u plus v is equal to 2u minus v. There is difference and we know that difference is not commutative. How? Okay. Question number 18. U plus v is equal to 2u minus v. So the closure property is satisfied because if u is a real number and v is a real number, then 2u is a real number and v is a real number. So 2u minus v is a real number, so it belongs to v. So condition alpha is satisfied. But if u plus v is 2u minus v, then v plus u is equal to
2v minus 2.
2v minus u. So are they equal? They are
No,
not
sir.
equal.
नो
No,
सर
sir.
No, sir जी, not equal.
u plus v is not equal to v plus u. ठीक है, कमोटेटिव प्रॉपर्टी यहाँ पर सेटिस्फाई नहीं होती तो ये वेक्टर स्पेस नहीं है. आपने
नहीं,
सिर्फ एक कंडीशन को चेक करना है. ठीक है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 19 देखिए, इसमें it is a set which contains only zero, so it is called a zero vector space. ये वेक्टर स्पेस बनाता है because 0 is a real number, so 0 plus 0 is again a real number, and 0 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 0. So all the properties with respect to addition and multiplication holds. So this question number 19, जिसमें सिर्फ 0 है, this forms a vector space and it is called a zero vector space. ठीक है, ये बनाता है. You can verify all the properties of a vector space. Question number
सर
20.
जी जीरो वेक्टर स्पेस के कंपोनेंट भी जीरो होंगे ना सर जी?
बस जीरो है ना. हाँ, जीरो वेक्टर स्पेस में सिर्फ एक वेक्टर होगा ना, वो जीरो होगा, एक एलिमेंट है बस. तो जीरो को अपने आप के साथ
ठीक है,
ऐड करो,
सर.
जीरो आएगा. जीरो को अपने आप से सब्ट्रैक्ट करो तो जीरो आएगा. जीरो जीरो का इनवर्स है, जीरो आइडेंटिटी भी है, जीरो एसोसिएटिव प्रॉपर्टी, कम्यूटेटिव प्रॉपर्टी सारे सेटिस्फाई करता है. So it
सर
is a
जी
vector
ठीक
space.
है सर. ओके सर.
Question number 20. If V is a vector space that has a non-zero vector, how many vectors are in V? तो देखिए, अगर V में एक तो जीरो का होना जरूरी है, वेक्टर स्पेस में जीरो एलिमेंट का होना जरूरी होता है. देयर मस्ट बी जीरो, एटलीस्ट जीरो होना चाहिए. देखिए जिस तरह क्वेश्चन नंबर 19 में आपने देखा, इसमें सिर्फ जीरो है फिर भी ये वेक्टर स्पेस बनाता है. तो अगर जीरो नहीं है किसी सेट में, वो फिर वेक्टर स्पेस हो ही नहीं सकता. जीरो का होना जरूरी है, बाकी अगर वेक्टर स्पेस में जीरो, एक सेट में एक वेक्टर स्पेस में जीरो भी है, एक जीरो वेक्टर भी है, इसमें कितने वेक्टर्स पॉसिबल हैं? सो फॉर एग्जांपल वी हैव अ सेट व्हिच कंटेन्स जीरो एंड अ नॉन जीरो वेक्टर v. तो क्या ये वेक्टर स्पेस बनाएगा? सो वी नो दैट v will be a vector space if v is a member of v, then c dot v must belongs to v. ये होगा ना कंडीशन बीटा. वेक्टर स्पेस में स्केलर मल्टीप्लिकेशन की प्रॉपर्टी का होल्ड होना जरूरी है, क्लियर है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
And C is a real number. So C can be 0, C can be 1, -1, 2, -2, 3, -3. C belongs to R, so we can have infinite multiple of V, which will belongs to V. So how many vectors are in V? Infinite. Yes, infinite, because we say that if V belongs to V, then C dot V must belongs to V. So this means that we will have infinite elements in V. Next is question number 20 part B. Describe all vector spaces having a finite number of vectors. तो finite number of vectors एक हमारे पास एग्जाम्पल नंबर 8 है, एक एग्जाम्पल नंबर 7 है. ये जो मैट्रिक्स है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप इस तरह का सेट लेना जिसमें कुछ स्पेसिफिक डायमेंशन के मैट्रिसेस हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल द सेट ऑफ ऑल मैट्रिसेस ऑफ ऑर्डर 2/3, so that set will be finite. The set of all polynomials of degree n, so that set will be finite. बाकी रेस्ट जो है ना आप नेट पे सर्च कर सकते हैं कि कौन कौन से वेक्टर स्पेसेस हैं जिनमें हमारे पास फाइनाइट एलिमेंट होंगे. फॉर एग्जांपल फाइनाइट द सेट ऑफ ऑल पॉलिनोमियल्स हैविंग degree less than or equal to 3, so these polynomials are finite. The set of all polynomials, the set of all matrices whose order is 2/3, मतलब जिसमें 2 रोज हैं और 3 कॉलम्स हैं, इस तरह का वेक्टर स्पेस है कि ये जो है कि this set is finite. ये जो दिया है ना कि VPN is a vector space and it contains all polynomials whose degree is less than or equal to n, so it is a finite vector space. Example number 8 and example number कौन सा एग्जांपल है जिसमें मैट्रिसेस हैं, वो नेक्स्ट एक्सरसाइज में है. फॉर एग्जांपल ऐसे मैट्रिसेस जिनका ऑर्डर 2/3 है, 3/3 है, 4/4 है, स्पेसिफिक उसकी डायमेंशन है, तो दैट सेट इज आल्सो फाइनाइट. बाकी जो है वो आप चेक करें नेट पे, आपको मिल जाएंगे. बहुत सारे ऐसे वेक्टर स्पेसेस हैं जिनमें फाइनाइट एलिमेंट्स हैं. ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
नेक्स्ट इज द टॉपिक ऑफ सबस्पेस. सबस्पेस, तो सबस्पेस क्या होता है?
वेक्टर स्पेस का एक पार्ट सबसेट जैसे होता है.
जी जी, V is a vector space and let W
Null
is
vector.
the null vector नहीं, subset है. W is a subset of V and this V is a vector space. V is मतलब vector space. If W itself is a vector space, then W is called a subspace. तो मैं डबल S लिख देता हूँ. ठीक है. If V is a vector space and W is a subset of V and then W also forms a vector space, then we call it a subspace. How can we check whether W is a subspace or not? We have to check all the properties of a vector space. Vector space की 10 properties है, हम सारी वेरीफाई करेंगे. लेकिन यहाँ पर ये कहते हैं कि अगर आप आसानी से अपनी जान छुड़ाना चाहते हैं, if you want to easily verify that whether this set is a vector space or not, so first make sure that 0 belongs to W. This condition is necessary, that 0 is in W. Next you have to check that if you take 2 vectors from W, then their sum must belongs to W. This is the first condition. And if U belongs to W and alpha belongs to R, then alpha U must belongs to W. If these two conditions are satisfied in a set, that the closure property with respect to addition and the closure property, the scalar multiplication property holds in this set, then set is said to be a subspace. Or we can sum up this statement in a single line that if alpha U and beta V belongs to it, this is called the linear combination of two vectors, where U, V are two vectors and alpha, beta are two real numbers. So if for alpha, beta belongs to R and U, V belongs to W, alpha u plus beta v belongs to W, then this W will be a subspace of this vector space V. Here this example is given that 0 which contains only 0 element, a set which contains only 0 element is a 0 subspace, and it is the subspace of any vector space because 0 can be, it is a subspace of R, it is a subspace of R square, क्योंकि ये इन सारे सेट्स का क्या है, सबसेट है. 0 तो हर एक सेट का सबसेट है ना, तो जितनी भी सेट्स हमारे पास वेक्टर स्पेस बनाते हैं उनका अगर ये सबसेट है तो ये उनका क्या कहलाएगा, सबस्पेस कहलाएगा. बात समझ आ रही है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Next
sir.
example number 3. And consider this set W. It contains matrices of the form A, B, 0 and 0, C, D. We need to check. देखिए कौन से सेट का सबसेट है. This set can be a subset of,
2
here
cross
we
3
have a set,
matrix.
2 cross 3 matrix. For example, this set is given A, B, 0 and 0, C, D. So if we consider a matrix like this, A, B, C, and 0, D, E. So it is a subset of this, है ना, क्योंकि यहाँ पर 2 zeros हैं और यहाँ पर 1 0 है. So it is, if it is a vector space, it will be a subspace. So here this is given that we have a matrix which contains 2 rows and 3 columns. We need to show that it is a subspace. So consider any 2 elements from this space. U is A1 B1 0 and 0 C1 D1, and V is A2 B2 0 0 C2 D2. Then their sum is like this, which is again in the same form. So this belongs to W. Also, if we consider a scalar multiple of this, it will again belongs to W. So W is a subspace. Also, we see that if we take 0 0 0 or 0 0 0, so 0 belongs to W, so it forms a subspace. Next example. Example number 4 में given है कि which of the following subsets of R square with usual operations of vector addition and scalar multiplication are subspaces. देखिए W1 is xy where the first component is positive. So they are talking about this is the xy plane. They are talking about when x is greater than or equal to 0. So they are talking about the half plane, the right half plane. So if we consider a vector in this plane, and if we multiply this vector with -1, the vector will come to this plane. So do this vector belongs to this plane? It belong नहीं करेगा ना. For example, this set contains elements of the form this, such that the first component is greater than or equal to 0. So if you multiply this with -1, you will get -x minus y. So the first component will become less than 0. So W1 is not a subspace. ठीक है? Similarly,
Yes, sir.
W2 is the set of all order pair xy such that first component is positive, also second is positive. Now if you multiply this with -1, so the first component will also become negative and the second will also become negative. So it is a vector space. नहीं
No,
बना
sir.
था. Scalar.
No, sir.
Example number 3, W3. It contains all vectors of the form xy where x is equal to 0. So of the form xy in which the first component is 0.
0.
The first component is 0. So when the first component is 0, this means that we
Zero.
are talking about
Y-axis.
y-axis. So y-axis contains 0 also. If this is a vector along y-axis, so there are positive multiples of that vector. And if it is a negative vector along y-axis, so this means that it forms a vector space. ये vector space बनाता है. ठीक है? So W3 is a vector space. Similarly, if you consider xy such that y is equal to 0, So this means that you are talking about X,
Horizontal line.
and it is also a vector space. They are positive multiples and they are negative multiples. So question 4, example number 4 is done. Okay. Next example number 5. Let W be a subset of R cube consisting of all vectors of the form AB1, where AB are real numbers, to check whether the properties alpha and beta hold. देखिए अब हमने इसको चेक करना है W को कि ये वेक्टर स्पेस बनाते हैं कि नहीं. तो देखिए W में जितने भी एलिमेंट्स हैं वो किस फॉर्म में है. W contains elements of the form A, B and 1. W contains element of the form this. Now if we take two vectors, for example U is A1,
A1,
B1 and 1. देखिए इसमें जितने भी एलिमेंट्स होंगे the third component must be 1. And if V is A2, B2 and 1, then U plus V is A1 plus A2, B1 plus B2, and 1 plus 1. So it is an element whose third component is 2. 1 के बराबर तो नहीं है ना. So this does not belongs
Yes,
to.
sir.
no sir.
तो ये सब स्पेस नहीं बनाता.
Yes, or vector. Yes, sir.
नहीं बनाएगा. ठीक है. Question number 6. In exercise 6.1, we let Pn denote the space of all polynomials of degree less than or equal to n. 0 is a polynomial and P denote the vector space of all polynomials. It is easy to verify that P2 is a subspace of P3 and in general in Pn is a subspace of Pn plus 1. तो देखिए कहते हैं ना कि हम फॉर एग्जांपल अगर हम कंसिडर करें P2, so P2 means that it contains polynomials whose degree are less than or equal to 2. Means it contains t, it contains 1 plus t, say it contains 1 plus 2t plus t square. इसमें ऐसी पॉलिनोमियल्स हैं जिनकी डिग्री 2 है या 2 से लेस है. ठीक है. P2
Yes,
contains all polynomials whose degree are equal to 2 or less than 2. 0 is also a polynomial of arbitrary degree. सही है ना. So it can be a polynomial of degree because 0 into 1 plus 0 into t plus 0 into t square. So it is also a polynomial which belongs to this set. Now we see that if we add these two polynomials, for example t plus 1 plus t, it will again be a polynomial of
Degree 1.
degree 1 which is less than or equal to 2. So it will belongs to P2.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Also if we add these two, 1 plus 1 is 2, t plus 2t is 3t, and plus t square. So it is ये किसका माइक ऑन है? ये ऑफ कर दे. कौन है? मोहम्मद. ये कौन है? मोहम्मद.
Zacchaeus.
So it again belongs to. Similarly, if we multiply this polynomial 1 plus t with some c, so this is c plus ct, it is again a polynomial of degree 1 or less than or equal to 2. So देखिए P2 is a polynomial. P2 is a vector space. Similarly, P3 which contains polynomial of degree 3 or less than 3. So तो ये भी वेक्टर स्पेस बनाता है, P4 भी बनाता है, Pn भी बनाता है, Pn+1 भी बनाता है, और ये एक दूसरे के क्या है, मतलब P1 जो है ना P2 का सबस्पेस है, P2 P3 का सबस्पेस है, P3 P4 का सबस्पेस है, इसी तरह P1 P4 का भी सबस्पेस है। समझ आ रही है कि नहीं?
यस सर, समझ आ रही है।
अच्छा, एग्जाम्पल नंबर 7, एग्जाम्पल नंबर 7 में गिवन है कि we have a set P denoted by P2, another set, but now this set, this means that it contains polynomials of exactly 2 degree, exactly. For example, it will contain one polynomial like this, 1 plus 2t plus 2t square, exactly degree 2, degree 2 से कम नहीं, and it will also contain a polynomial 4 plus 3t and let's say minus 2t square. These are two polynomials of exactly degree 2. Now if we add them, 1 plus 4 is 5, t plus 3t is 4t, and 2t square minus 2t square is 0. So their sum is a polynomial of degree 1. Does it belongs to this set?
नो सर,
नो सर।
ये
तो ये सब नहीं करता, तो ये सबस्पेस नहीं बनाता। जब एग्जैक्ट डिग्री की आप बात करेंगे ना, तो वो फिर सबस्पेस नहीं बनाएगा, ठीक है। सिमिलरली क्वेश्चन नंबर एग्जांपल नंबर 8 जो है, एग्जांपल नंबर 8 आपको ट्राई करे द स्पेस ऑफ कंटीन्यूअस फंक्शन, तो वो वेक्टर स्पेस बनाता है। नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल नंबर 9, और ये 9 तक काफी होगा बस। Example number 9, consider the homogeneous system. Like we have a homogeneous system, Ax is equal to 0. This x is called the solution of this system. Let W contains all the solutions. This x can be, we can take x as 0 because A into 0 is equal to 0. And the solution of this homogeneous system, we need that this W forms a vector space. ठीक है, subspace बनाता है all the solutions. So let y belongs to W and x belongs to W. If x belongs to W, then we must have x is equal to Ax is equal to 0. If y belongs to W, then we must have Ay is equal to 0. Now we need to show that x plus y belongs to W. For this, let us consider A into x plus y. So A into x plus y is equal to A into x plus A into y. So Ax is equal to 0, also Ay is equal to 0. So 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. So A into x plus y is equal to, what does it mean? This means that x plus y belongs to W. Next, consider Cx. We need to show that Cx belongs to W. So A into Cx can be written as C into Ax. Now if Ax is 0, then C into Ax will be equal to 0. So A into Cx is 0. This means that Cx belongs to W. Cx belongs to W. So W is a subspace. The vector is in W and the scalar multiple of a vector is in W. Hence W is a subspace, and this type of space is called the null space. इसको हम क्या कहते हैं? Null space कहते हैं, क्योंकि जितनी भी elements हैं वो 0 को मैप होते हैं. So this is called the null space. ठीक है?
थोड़ा रिपीट करें.
So देखें, which contains all the solution of the homogeneous system. X is equal to 0. This is a system, and the solution of this system is x. W contains all the solutions of this system. We need to show that W is a subspace. So W will be a subspace if we consider two vectors from W, U and V, then their sum belongs to W. U plus V belongs to W. And if we consider a vector U belongs to W, then the scalar multiple of U belongs to W. Now let X belongs to W. So if x is the w, x must satisfy this equation. So ax is equal to 0. Let y belongs to w. So if y belongs to w, y must satisfy this equation. So ay is equal to 0. Now we need to show that x plus y belongs to w. So if x plus y belongs to w, x plus y must satisfy this equation. Now consider a into x plus y. So it is a matrix, we can multiply it with x as well as with y. Ax plus ay. So ax is 0. Also ay is 0. So the result is 0. This means that a into x plus y is equal to 0. And this shows that x plus y is the solution. And w contains all the solutions. So x plus y belongs to w. Next, we need to show that a multiple of x belongs to w. Now, consider a multiple of x, a into cx. This can be written as c into x, but ax is 0. So, c into 0 is equal to 0. This means that cx is the solution of this equation. So, cx belongs to w, and hence w is a subspace. So, a set which contains all the solutions of this homogeneous system forms a vector space, and this is called the null space of A. समझ आ रही है?
जी
चलिए इतना बस काफी है. इंशाल्लाह फिर नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में बाकी पढ़ लेंगे.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Sir, attendance ले लें.
Yes, sir.